beautiful souls. I received November's mystery box December 1st. And this is actually my first time sharing a mystery box. I've been receiving it now for the past 7-8 months, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm sharing this one because of the last video that I shared where we've been receiving broken up dies. They split a die set and an embossing folder, which I feel that it's not okay. And so I do want to share what I received in November's mystery box, even though it is December 1st. I normally receive my mystery boxes a little bit later than usual. This is one of the things I received, the classic car slimline double-sided cardstock, which is fine because I do have the car dyed. And even if I didn't, these will still make great slimline cards for the masculine males in our life. I received the Dearest sticker bundle, which is it's just sentiments. It's like for an aunt, uncle, mother, father, friend. I don't know if it has a sister, has a son. It probably has a sister in here too. So that's that. And the last embellishment set that I received is called Celebration Chest Refill Kit. I don't know what this is because I wasn't aware that this even existed. I don't even know what was before this because this is a refill kit. It's pretty nice. It's pretty decent. And I would say that the value that we paid for monthly would be here. It would actually be more than what we actually paid. And for those of you who probably watched the previous video, may be wondering, yeah, but you know, we do get embellishments or paper or cards or whatever, you know, that's usable. The thing is that a lot of us signed up because we wanted the die sets, you know, because truth be told, I like to call it like eating money. Like when we go to the grocery store and we you know, buy our foods, we eat the food, it's gone, and so is the money. You know, so we're eating money. That's how I like to, you know, that's the way my mind sees it. You know, so once the embellishments are gone, we got to replace it and spend even more money. So the money is gone and the embellishments are gone. But when we get a die set, that lasts much longer. We get to use it over and over again. And because we already have a stash of embellishments of papers, we can reuse those dies with what we already have in our vault, in our stash, you know? So, and there's truth that once this is gone, so is the money. So even if we were just receiving embellishments and paper and stuff like that, this is more than what we're actually paying. So there's truth to that. But we want the dies. And I would rather have a die set or cut and emboss folder that's completed by yourself, because most likely it's going to be the cost of what we pay for, or the die set itself is actually more than what we're actually paying for. I would rather have the completed set that we can use over and over and over again with what we already have in our stash. So most of the November mystery boxes that I've seen on YouTube thus far, people haven't been receiving one of the Sporty Icons cut and emboss folder, and mine is no different. So I did receive one. And I'm actually satisfied with this one. This is the one that I liked more. And like I shared before in the last video, what if I received one of the sets, of the 2 or 3 or 4 sets that the die set or the cut and emboss folder actually has to complete the set, and I'm receiving one that it's okay, you know, if I don't know what the other ones look like, and then once I see what the other ones look like, excuse me, and I like one of those more than the one I received, I'm not going to be a happy camper. I'm really not. So why even split it to begin with? Because it's going to be one that we like more than the other. Just like we don't buy all the paper collections that are out there because it doesn't appeal. It doesn't appeal to us. All of it that we see don't appeal to us. And the same way with stamps and dies and you know, and other tools, because this is a tool, we're not going to buy everything that we see. We're going to gravitate towards one more than the other, or we're not going to gravitate towards the other one at all. It just doesn't appeal to us. The other two that this set comes with, it's not appealing to me at all. So I would have been very, very disappointed if I received one of those other two as opposed to this one. And I still feel like we shouldn't be splitting them. I don't know nobody that plays tennis. So why would I make a card or use it as an embellishment for someone who doesn't play tennis or baseball or golf? Because the other ones have a baseball, a golf, and some other stuff that I don't know anybody that plays those sports. But I can use this and the shoe and maybe a trophy and the mustache, you know? You know, this is really disappointing because lately, like I said, this is not the first time that a set has been split. And somebody received a die set who commented on the last video regarding the split set, where she received, or she is Proud Mommy 702 here on YouTube, and she did a video of her November mystery box. And let me tell you, I would have been crying. I would have been crying because I would have felt like this wasn't really fair. It wasn't fair. She received an older version of the purse set that Anna Griffin first came out with. It doesn't come with the straps, and it doesn't come with the other parts that actually completes, like, to build it. It doesn't even come with that. It's like, what is she supposed to do with that? You know? But she said, you know, she was very, very polite, you know, sweet about it, and she said that she is going to reach out to the company and see if they can rectify that, because that was truly unfair that she received that, you know. And then the other die set that I received, which is the one I've been wanting and I can't find because she's not making it anymore. Anna Griffin is not making it anymore. Did come with the instruction sheet, or the inspirational sheet, and it's the album making dies and folder. I believe this was in one of the Create boxes, like a few years back. I don't know which one it was, and this one I've been wanting, and it's missing a die set. It's not a big deal to me. And I'll tell you why that is not a big deal to me. But it would have been very disappointing to a newbie. And I'm going to share why. It did come with the embossing folder. It's called calligraphic border. So it did come with that, with the embossing folder. Because it does come with an embossing folder, these two dies, and one other die. This is, I can use this to make a card, you know, and I can still use it to make an album, even though this is the die that's missing, which makes the hidden hinge. And because I'm not a new crafter, I'm not a newbie, I know how to make those hinges without the die set. We learned how to do that way before Anna Griffin came out with that die set, like years and years and years before. And that was actually created by Paper Phenomenon YouTube channel. And she missed the mark on that. She could have patented that one, and she missed the mark on that one. However, we know how to make that. But for a newbie, they might not know anything about that. So this would not have been a completed set for them if they have subscribed to the monthly mystery box, you know. And they still could use this, yeah, for sure. But like I said, because Anna Griffin is a very reputable company, and it doesn't mean that I'm going to stop buying from them, because I'm not. This here, even for a newbie, would be fine. She can make cards out of that, beautiful cards, you know. But like I said, for a company that's very reputable, you know, make quality dies, quality embellishments, quality kits and papers, and foil paper, and all of that good stuff. And they're receiving parts here and parts there of what is supposed to be a completed set. That's not going to sit well with them. You know, it might not sit well. Maybe some people might be okay with that. I don't know. You know, I don't know everybody. Not everybody's doing a video on their mystery boxes. But it doesn't mean that they're completely happy with it either. And some are. You know, some are okay. And then those that are doing videos, they might not disclose that they're not okay with it either. But we're the consumers. And this is not fair to the consumer. And yes, it is a mystery box. You don't know what you're going to get. That is true. I don't mind receiving a mishmash of embellishments, but I do mind receiving split dies and split embossing folders. I do mind that when it should be a completed set. When that's a completed set. And I'd rather have a completed set rather than the embellishments. So that's what I wanted to share. Will I be doing another unboxing next month? I don't know. And that's going to be contingent on me continuing the subscription for the mystery box will be contingent upon are they going to keep splitting the dies and the cut and emboss folders, you know? Because I would rather buy the completed set, to be honest, and just spend the money that I'm paying for the subscription on one completed set. So, you know, especially for the other YouTuber I mentioned, that she received one that it serves no function now because it's missing the other parts. That's the most important part for that die set. Anyway, that's it. That's what I have to share. That's what I'm sharing today. I hope everyone is doing okay. Thank you for your presence. Let's share, be fair, be filled with love, and love one another. Take good care, everybody.